What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, and I'm back at y'all with another one. So, Saul Canelo Alvarez, 4-division world champion, Mexican superstar boxer, first ballot Hall of Famer. And I say this all the time. At this stage, he's a 2-time undisputed super middleweight and the most accomplished Mexican fighter in boxing history. With that said, Canelo Alvarez has avoided, in his 63 win, 3 loss, 2 draw, 39 win by way of knockout career, another major Mexican fighter. He don't want to pass the torch to 2-division world champion, Mexican superstar boxer, the Mexican monster, undefeated, David Benavidez. David Benavidez has been calling for a showdown with Canelo Alvarez for years, and Canelo Alvarez has refused to give David Benavidez the opportunity. I mean, the excuses range from David Benavidez being disrespectful, calling him out, to David Benavidez only brings nothing to the fight, no value to a fight other than extra weight, talking about the man's weight. Then he says he needs $200 million to fight David Benavidez. Then he said, I'm the king. I can do what I want. I ain't got to acknowledge David Benavidez. He's ducking David Benavidez. We know why. And he knows why. David Benavidez is going to stop Canelo Alvarez. For the first time in his career, he's 5'8" with 5'7" with a 70-inch arm reach, right? He's been durable. He knows David Benavidez, 6'2", 75-inch arm reach, very durable, fast hands, comes forward, aggressive, pressure fighter. Canelo doesn't have the foot movement and the foot speed to avoid interacting with David Benavidez. He can't control the pace of the fight. He's going to have to engage with David Benavidez whenever David Benavidez wants. And he knows that. And we know that. And Canelo, for the first time in his career, he'll get stopped. David Benavidez is going to stop him. So he refuses. His trainer, well-renowned trainer, future Hall of Fame trainer, Eddie Reynoso, came out a few days ago and made a video about it and said the opportunity for Canelo to fight David Benavidez could have happened at 168, but now it's never going to happen. The time passed. Although Canelo's only 35, David Benavidez is going on 30. They both still active, but they're making up excuses. David Benavidez is getting ready to fight Zurdo Ramirez Saturday, and Canelo's going to troll him and be in attendance. He's going to fight Zurdo at cruiserweight, and then he said he's coming back down, and we heard the reports that he's negotiating a future showdown with Dimitri Bivol should Bivol get past Michael Eifert on May 30th, and he gets past Zurdo this upcoming Saturday, Cinco de Mayo weekend. Then they're looking to have a unification undisputed showdown, right? So he's coming back down to 175. Bivol is the guy who beat Canelo. Canelo had 2 fights at 175. So why did the ship sail? And where's Mauricio Suleiman of the WBC, who called Terence Crawford a coward? Because Canelo didn't get the rematch after he got embarrassed by Terence Crawford, who jumped up 3 weight classes and embarrassed him and dominated him at 37 years of age. 38, really, because he turned 38 2 weeks after their fight. They fought September 14th. He turned 38 September 28th. Just about exactly 2 weeks after, right? Mauricio Suleiman said Terence Crawford cowardly retired. Canelo Alvarez talking about how healthy he is, how his brain is intact, and he gonna still compete in his career. He ain't even talking about retirement. So why isn't he talking about fighting Benavidez? Why did that fight pass? So you have 2 active fighters, but yet it ran its course. So I'm challenging all media members that's going to be in attendance. This is fight week. Today is Wednesday. So the press conference should be coming up today. I haven't been keeping track. The weigh-in is on Friday. Mauricio Suleiman be there. You know they're going to incorporate themselves a Cinco de Mayo weekend. I'm challenging every media member to action. You said Terrence Crawford cowardly retired, but yet Canelo Alvarez is refusing to fight David Benavidez. Terrence Crawford actually fought. He actually fought Canelo Alvarez and beat Canelo Alvarez handily. But he's at 38, going on 39 in this September. He cowardly retired? If he was to fight Canelo September 12th, that means he turns 39 years old in 2 weeks again. How is he cowardly retiring? He's almost 40 years old, and he already beat him. Canelo has never fought David Benavidez, refused to fight him. You refused to order the fight. They one weight class apart. Canelo's fought twice at 175, but they saying the ship sailed. Now, ask Mauricio Suleiman, is that cowardly behavior? I guarantee you, he's the coward and will refuse to say Canelo's a coward. See, you said Terrence Crawford was a coward. So now I want to know, would you say Canelo's a coward? Because if you refuse to say Canelo's a coward for not fighting David Benavidez, then that makes you the coward. So now Canelo Alvarez and his trainer Eddie Reynoso are going to troll David Benavidez and be in attendance at this fight with Zurdo. And their reasoning is because Jaime Munguia is fighting Resendez. David Benavidez, after you beat Zurdo, because I believe you will in a hard-fought fight, I think it's going to be a split decision victory. I can see both guys on the canvas. I think David Benavidez will get up off the canvas and win this fight against Zurdo in a tough-fought fight. After that, David Benavidez, you need to go to the ropes. The same way Terrence Crawford went to the ropes and called out Jermell Charlo, you need to go to the ropes where Canelo Alvarez is sitting and call him a coward in front of everybody. That's what you need to do. And ask Mauricio Suleiman, David Benavidez, why you ain't ordering the fight. It's nasty work, man. But let me know what y'all think. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. I'm gone. Peace.